Quincy Beach. We are here for another episode of Hoods and Hotspots. We are in Sandy, Utah at the amazing location, Sunday's Best. This is a phenomenal restaurant and they have this amazing theme of brunch. This is such a fun spot. I cannot wait to show you the inside. We're gonna meet the owner as well as a couple of really good friends that work here as well and our investors. Let's go check it out. Welcome to Sandy City, Utah, home of Real Salt Lake. Population is 95,000 people. The median household income is $113,000. And if you're looking to relocate to beautiful Sandy, Utah, the average single-family home is priced at $575,000. All right, everybody, we are here at Sunday's Best. We are joined with Ryan and Michael. These guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much for having us today.
Yeah, excited.
Perfect, yeah. So tell me a little bit about Sunday's Best. Where did the concept originate from?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously you can see it's popping.
Yes.
You know, here we are, like first thing in the morning. It's totally crazy. The vision originally 3 years ago, what I love about Sunday's Best, but really about brunch, is think about going to a diner. Like, hey, Quincy, we're gonna go to breakfast. You're like, okay. But if I go, hey, Quincy, we're gonna go to brunch, you're like, oh, okay, who's coming? What am I wearing? Where are we going? What are we gonna eat? What are we gonna drink?
Yes.
Brunch is so experiential. And so, 3 years ago, it was about like really connecting like great people around great food at the table in an environment that is as flavorful as the food on the table. And I think that's very much what we've created here with Sunday's Best.
Yeah, not kidding. This is phenomenal. I love the entire concept. I love that you have Sunday's Best and Brunch Me Hard. I mean, that's such a vibey, good model that it really does get people excited and they're happy about being here. So tell me, how did Ryan get involved?
It's interesting. In fact, I met Ryan for the first time just a few seats away.
Oh.
And so Ryan and of course Brittany, they were in here, they were fans. I had watched Ryan before. I wanted to do business with him, as we all know. Like, he's a total like heavy hitter in Utah business as an entrepreneur, one of the most respected and most successful in the market. So I immediately knew who he was at the table, but I also knew that there was a way that I saw him come in and then I saw him come back again, and I could see that he had like a real like passion for what we were doing. I think he liked our energy and liked our fare, and he called me and said, hey Michael, like come to my office, and I knew that was the opportunity.
Oh, good.
He said come to my office, and I brought food unannounced. And of course I brought Sunday's Best with me.
Yeah.
And Ryan right there said, dude, I love what you're doing. I think that I'd love to be a part of it. And my chef partner, Tyler Stokes, who's the culinary wizard, the magic behind the food. And I had a brief conversation, and like kind of the rest is history.
Yeah.
And here we are as great friends. And what I love about that story, Ryan, and I've shared this with you before, Quincy, is that like Ryan started as a guest and then became a friend. And now he's become a great partner. And we're excited to take Sunday's Best to the moon, arm in arm. And so Ryan, Tyler, and I are planning to do big things with the excitement and flavors of this brand.
That's wonderful. I love that you say it that way. So obviously you are a huge fan of it, of course, being in here all the time. So tell me, what was it about this place that drew you to it? Because this building actually has gone through quite a few different restaurants, and this is the one that's really blossomed and taken off.
Yeah, so what Brittany kept seeing on social media, that she goes, we're going to this place called Sunday's Best. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And we show up, and there was a line. Somehow Michael was very nice, and they let us in.
Good.
And Brittany actually didn't love her food the first time, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
She didn't love her food. It was just different.
Yeah.
And Michael came to the table and just wowed the crap out of us.
I think she started with like the chorizo biscuits and gravy or something, right?
Yes.
But wanted like the ricotta pancakes, or there was some kind of mix up, but we just leaned into it.
It was spicier than she planned.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then Michael just made it absolutely perfect, and his energy was absolutely amazing.
Love it.
We came another time, ran into Michael again. I said, let's go to lunch. I thought we were going to lunch to talk. He shows up in my office and with bags of food.
I love it. That's the way to do it, though. I mean, did that just knock your socks off, having somebody come in and present to you that way?
It was awesome. He goes, when we go to lunch, we eat my food.
Perfect.
And that was pretty dang awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
And then Michael is one of the most respected restaurant owners in the state. I thought this is probably somewhere I need to be.
I agree with that.
And then we have some huge plans of what we're going to keep doing with this thing. And I don't know if we can say locations, but we're going to blow this thing up.
Awesome. So this is going to become something bigger and taking brunch to the next level.
No question. I think that like what you find in the market right now, there's a lot of great restaurants, right? Especially Utah. Like Utah's up and coming. As you know Utah really well. You know the sociology, you know the community, you know real estate. And people want to be around great restaurants and great bars. And I feel like there's few things, if any, more connective and I think more sacred to community than restaurants and bars, especially during like what we've experienced over the past couple of years. Like during times of crisis, you lean even more on your neighborhood restaurant and bar as a place of like normalcy and just security and who you know. And what we found is that there's a lot of great restaurants that happen to serve brunch on the weekends. Think about where you and Billy and where you eat on the weekends.
Right.
And you'll go to a good restaurant that we own other restaurants that serve brunch, but there's not really many in the country that just own brunch. That are saying, hey, you have this great building, this great environment, this great essence, awesome brand, great food, awesome service, all the things that are combined that close every day at 3 or 4 o'clock. And we're gonna own that. And I feel like Brunch Me Hard is bringing that because it allows you as a guest to interpret what that means to you. Brunch Hard sometimes means ricotta pancakes and a Shirley Temple, for the 8-year-old at the table. And sometimes Brunch Me Hard means, vintage Dom and oysters and caviar and, tomahawk steaks, whatever it might be. We've created that environment. If you look around us right now, that very thing's happening. I see there's a bottle of champagne out, somebody's drinking Douve on the side. I see that there's a couple of gals out here on a brunch out with mom, and they're treating Tuesday like a Saturday out of town, and we love that. And we feel like we're the experiential partnership to make that happen across the nation.
So what made you decide on the menu? Because I know you have so many different influences and so many different types of things that you're bringing to the table. So what inspired you?
I've always been a morning person. I've always been a breakfast person, which is it's an anomaly in the chef world. Most chefs hate doing brunch. They're up late. They don't like to get up early. I've always enjoyed doing breakfast food and brunch. At Provisions, we started doing brunch in 2016 and just trying to bring a more elevated, brunch on the weekend. And what I love about Sunday's Best is we bring that same focused brunch 7 days a week. We're not just, brunch isn't a side product to our dinner business. Brunch is our business and our passion here. And so we really just wanted to bring a focus on what brunch is to us, breakfast, lunch, any time of the day, classic dishes, fresh takes on classic dishes, new things that maybe people haven't seen or had, and just using the best quality ingredients, putting the quality into sourcing of ingredients, the talent, seasoning methods, everything that a lot of breakfast places and greasy spoon places are just bacon, toast, eggs. A lot of the details of fine dining and elevated dining are overlooked and not really needed in those environments. But we tried to bring this amazing ambiance and pair it with food that was worthy of the building and then the space that we created and the guests that dress up and come in here every week to have this experience. So really just trying to do kind of a new American take on brunch. I would say very, very LA, California inspired.
Yeah, definitely has a good vibe that way. And I love that you guys are taking, your menu, the restaurant, the vibe, everyone that's here, and you're elevating Utah. And that's, something that obviously we're known for is live life elevated here in Utah. And you truly are taking that up there for us because we don't have a lot of, high-end restaurants. We don't have a lot of places that we can go and have an experience where Ryan pulls up in his Lambo and actually feels confident about pulling up in his Lambo. You want to have a fun place to go and have that. So it's great that you're combining amazing food, an amazing atmosphere, great people. I mean, this is just perfect. You gonna try some salmon? Are you a salmon guy? You're passing it off to me? Okay, I'm ready. That looks beautiful.
What do we got here?
This is our pasta carbonara. Classic Roman pasta dish. Bacon, pecorino, eggs, black pepper, and spaghetti.
Yum.
Looks amazing.
It does. Okay, I'm gonna try this salmon toast. I have a feeling this is gonna be my new favorite item to eat ever.
Yeah.
I love salmon, especially smoked salmon.
And that's a great dish, and like we talked about, we like to champion and elevate our friends and competitors, which, Table X makes this bread. They're a restaurant down the street from Provisions, good friends of ours, and a great product. We try to use it as much as we can.
That is so good. That's so good. Well, thank you so much for sitting with us and letting us try these amazing dishes. I can't wait to promote these and have everybody else come in and try them too. This has been so great, such a treat.
Great, thank you. Appreciate it.
Wasn't that so much fun? I absolutely love this place. This is such a prime location here in Sandy, Utah, Sunday's Best. Please come out and take a visit. Thank you so much to Michael, Tyler, and Ryan for having us today. Everybody come out and have some brunch, and don't forget to brunch hard.